Welcome to Sam Podcast.
Enjoy listening to English every day.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 3 of the Sam Podcast. We'll be talking about business plans this season with me, Mr. Sam. Today's topic is quite exciting, especially for people interested in retail businesses. We'll be discussing how to write a business plan for a watch store. And to help me debate this topic, because you know this podcast loves a good argument, I've invited a very experienced retail consultant and entrepreneur. Please welcome Miss Olivia Harper.
Thank you, Sam. It's great to be here. Although I should warn everyone listening, I don't always agree with Sam's ideas about business plans.
Yes, Olivia likes to challenge me.
Someone has to.
Well, that's what makes this show interesting. So let's start with the big question. What is the first step in writing a business plan for a watch store?
That's easy. Understanding the market.
Oh, already disagreeing with me.
Wait, you're gonna say something different, aren't you?
Of course. I believe the first step is writing a clear executive summary.
Short laugh. Sam, that's the most boring answer possible.
Hey, investors read the executive summary first.
Yes, but how can you write a good executive summary if you haven't researched the watch market yet?
Pause. That's actually a fair point.
Exactly.
But let me explain my logic. The executive summary forces the business owner to think about their vision.
All right, I'll listen.
For example, what type of watch store are we talking about? A luxury watch boutique, a fashion watch shop, or a budget watch store for everyday customers?
Okay, that part is important.
Because those three stores have completely different business strategies.
True. A luxury watch store might sell premium brands and expensive mechanical watches.
While a fashion watch shop might focus on trendy styles.
And a budget watch store might sell affordable digital watches.
Exactly. Keyboard tapping sound. So in the executive summary, you explain the store concept, the target customers, and the overall vision.
Fine. I'll admit that's useful.
Wow, that was easier than I expected.
Don't celebrate yet, Sam. We still have many disagreements ahead.
The next section of the business plan should describe the business concept in detail.
Yes, and this is where people should explain what makes their watch store unique.
Exactly.
For example, some watch stores specialize in Swiss watches.
Others focus on smartwatches.
And some stores sell vintage or collectible watches.
Now that's an interesting niche.
Definitely. Collectors are willing to pay a lot for rare watches.
But that requires expertise.
Exactly. You must understand watch history, authenticity, and value.
So, in the business plan, the owner should explain their knowledge and experience in watches.
Yes, otherwise investors might doubt them.
Good point.
Chair shifting sound. All right, now let's move to the part I care most about.
Let me guess. Market research?
Of course. Market research is the foundation of the entire business plan.
Explain why.
Because if the market isn't strong, the business will fail.
Fair enough.
A watch store owner must analyze the local competition.
Meaning other watch stores nearby.
Yes, but also jewelry stores that sell watches.
Good point.
And online retailers.
Ah, the big challenge.
Exactly. Many customers buy watches online now.
So the business plan should explain why customers would choose a physical store instead.
Correct.
Maybe better customer service.
Or watch repair services.
Or the ability to try watches before buying.
That's a huge advantage.
Pause. What?
What?
I just realized something.
What?
Writing a business plan is almost like telling a story.
Interesting idea.
You explain the problem, the opportunity, and the solution.
That's actually a great way to describe it.
Thank you.
Don't get too proud.
Now let's talk about product selection.
This section describes what types of watches the store will sell.
Exactly.
For example, A, analog watches, B, digital watches, C, smartwatches, D, luxury mechanical watches, E, sports watches.
And accessories.
Yes, watch straps, batteries, and cleaning tools.
Plus repair services.
That can be a very profitable service.
Because watches eventually need maintenance.
Especially mechanical watches.
So the business plan should explain whether the store will offer watch repair or servicing.
Exactly.
Next comes a very important section, location strategy.
Oh, yes.
Where should a watch store be located?
Ideally, in areas with high foot traffic.
Shopping malls?
Tourist districts?
Or busy city centers?
Luxury watch stores might prefer high-end shopping streets.
Because their customers expect a premium environment.
Exactly.
But rent in those areas is expensive.
Which means the financial plan must include accurate rent estimates.
Here comes the scary part.
The numbers. Financial planning is where the business plan becomes very detailed.
First, we estimate startup costs.
That includes store rent,
Display cabinets.
security systems.
Very important for expensive watches.
Exactly.
Also, inventory.
And inventory for watches can be expensive.
Very expensive.
Some luxury watches cost thousands of dollars each.
Which means the business needs strong funding.
Yes, either personal savings, investors, or loans.
Then we estimate monthly operating costs.
Employee salaries,
Utilities.
marketing,
Insurance.
and maintenance.
Finally, the business plan estimates sales revenue.
How many watches sold per month,
Average price per watch.
and profit margins,
All this helps calculate the break-even point.
which tells us how long before the store becomes profitable.
Exactly. Now, Olivia, here's where I expect another argument.
Marketing.
Yes,
Oh, absolutely.
you think marketing is the most important part of the business plan,
Because it is.
but I think customer experience is more important. Customers enjoy visiting the store, they will return,
That's true.
and they might recommend the store to friends.
But they need to discover the store first.
Good point.
Marketing strategies might include social media advertising, influencer collaborations, local promotions, and loyalty programs.
And maybe watch launch events.
That would attract enthusiasts,
Imagine inviting customers to see new watch models.
with refreshments and demonstrations,
That sounds fun.
and great for branding,
Next, the business plan should include an operations plan.
which explains how the store runs daily.
Opening hours,
Staff roles,
inventory management,
customer service procedures,
and security policies.
again, very important for valuable items.
Definitely.
Another section many people forget is risk management.
Yes.
For example, economic downturns, competition, theft, and supplier problems,
So the business plan should include solutions,
like insurance,
security systems.
diversifying product lines.
Olivia, I have to admit something.
What?
I think this conversation has been surprisingly productive.
That's because I'm here. But seriously, writing a business plan for a watch store isn't just paperwork.
It's a roadmap.
It helps entrepreneurs understand their goals,
Their finances,
their customers.
their competition.
Exactly.
Well, everyone, that brings us to the end of today's episode of the SAM Podcast.
Thank you all for listening.
We hope this discussion helps you understand how to write a strong business plan for a watch store.
And remember, planning carefully today can help your business succeed tomorrow.
See you next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.